Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's video. Now I know what you're thinking. Something's missing from these videos, and I'm just going to come clean. I'm just going to come clean about the whole thing. The beard was doing my head in. It had to go. It had to go. So I'm embracing 2021, new year, new me. But anyway, enough about that. We're here to talk about one thing, and that's drones. We're going to be taking a sneak peek, a quick look, a teaser, if you will, at the new drone from Sony. So quite interesting that Sony's going to be taking on the drone space along with DJI. Two big heavyweights in the technology biz. It's going to be interesting to see what these guys have to offer. So we've got a teaser for you. I've not watched it yet. This is direct from Sony. I've not watched it yet on purpose because I've been planning to do a kind of reaction video for so many days, and just one thing and another, I just haven't got around to it. So here we are, guys. We're gonna share this experience together, and I'm gonna give my comment on what I think. But without further ado, let's get on to the video. Face masks, you know, it's 2020 already. Or 21. It's a monster. Wow. Okay, so mounted camera on the bottom. It looks like it's got a camera attached to the actual body, like an FPV camera, and then the actual mirrorless camera on the bottom. Man, that looks sweet. Sony lenses, Sony camera, nice, nice, I'm liking it. That looks fast. Yes, that looks nice. I'm assuming that the camera you attach to it is also controlled separately. Looks like a whole military operation to fly this damn thing. Oh man, I would love a go at this. Looks pretty steady, pretty nice. Man, that footage is good. Okay, lots of scenery. Following that, yeah, it looks fast, looks good. That looks like the batteries are in the top of it, maybe. Huge. Thing must weigh a ton. Okay, there we go, guys. So looks quite interesting. It's a lot bigger than I would like to use, I've got to say. Maybe if it was for a massive project, or I was doing this for a living, if I was actually using the drone every day as part of a business, this would be something I would be putting high on my to buy list, put it that way. But I mean, this is just initial reaction. This is just first thing out of the way. That's the size of the damn thing. Okay, I like to take my drone out with me when I'm going hiking, when I'm going for a walk, and it's just so convenient just to launch in the air. This is there's a bit more of a full-on operation with this. One other thing, as just a hobbyist, I don't have a Sony camera. I'm not into the Sony ecosystem of lenses and their Alpha series and mirrorless cameras. Oh, I don't know. I mean, can you mount any camera on here? It would be pretty cool if I put my Canon on. Canon with my 16 to 35mm lens. Oh God, man, the footage would look amazing. But it's a Sony product. It's going to be tied in to the Sony line of products. So just flicking through here. Okay, so taking it out of the box, putting the props on. This here, this is, yeah, it's batteries. Batteries, yeah, looks like there's two batteries in there. Maybe one is for the actual mechanics. All these devices have a computer in them, so maybe that drives the camera and the computer inside the thing. But it's huge, carbon fiber arms by the looks of it as well. Okay, keep going. And this thing here, this has got to be like, with the Mavic, this is the onboard camera, so the pilot can see where he's flying. And I think there's going to be a separate dude controlling the actual mirrorless camera below that's actually attached to the gimbal. Let's have a quick look. These scenes are so quick, I've got to catch. Yeah, so there we go, there's the Sony camera on there. That's a hell of a gimbal. It's a big gimbal, man. Oh yes. Landing gear, it has landing gear. Oh, that's insane. Oh, it's the bill's getting bigger. Yeah, So that camera there is being controlled separately, absolutely. Sony lenses on the Sony camera makes sense. That's a frame there with a gimbal on. Okay, so what's this? What's going on here? This dude's on a laptop connected up. Doing a firmware update or something, I don't know. Like that little peek at the controller there. There's not much to it. So how do you control the camera? On the DJI drones, you control the gimbal up and down, but you can't do the sort of lateral movement. And when you pan round with the drone, the camera stays pointing wherever the sort of tip of the drone is, where the front is. On this thing, you can swivel around the camera completely independent of the drone. Yes, absolutely. So we've got this dude here, he's obviously piloting the beast. This lady here looks like she's doing something. So you see the lanyard here around her neck. She's holding a control of some sort, as is he. So yeah, I reckon this is a two-player game. Most professional setups are 2 players anyway. I've always said this to myself when I've been recording and editing and doing everything I do with drones, is that it'll be so much better to get an image out of the camera I use, out of my Canon camera that I use day to day, rather than having to edit the footage out of a drone. Because even though it's got the Hasselblad sensor in there, it's the Mavic 2 Pro, it's all singing, all dancing, the footage, more so the photos, are an absolute mare to edit. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the color science that these guys are using, that they're putting into their software, into their sensors. It's always difficult to edit the drone footage. Now, the Canon stuff that comes out of my camera is a dream. You have to do very, very little with it, and it just looks amazing. Now, I know the Sony cameras, the Alpha series, are fantastic cameras. Now, to mount one of those onto a drone to capture just some video, a full frame camera mounted to a drone, it's cinema quality footage. We're already getting great stuff out of the Mavics, but this is gonna be on another level entirely. And the pictures, man, oh man, the pictures are gonna be absolutely superb. Let's just see quickly if we have any specs. Okay. Sony's official website. What do we have? Vision S road test. So that bit with the car was some road test that they've done, and that was an A7S3 mounted. So that's the latest to the Alpha series. It's just come out. Airpeak is expected to be released to the public in spring 2021 and aimed at professional photographers and video creators. Well, that's not me. It's a hobby. I ain't exactly a pro, although I will take a compliment or two. So, you know, throw me a bone here, guys. Show me you watch the videos. So while the exact dimensions of the quadcopter are not provided at this time, typical, the aircraft is supported by 2 landing gear extensions that retract upward when it takes off. I cannot see anything. I want to know how much this thing's going to cost. The DJI Inspire 2, which is their pro range aimed at the professional market. So depending where you buy it, it seems like the base entry level for the Inspire 2 Pro, £3,000. I could see this being priced between 3 and 4 grand, easy, and I ain't doing this pro, not yet anyway. I'm not sure if I ever will. Is this a product I'd be interested in if I was a pro level editor, video creator, filmmaker? Absolutely, I would be interested. Using the A7 III from Sony combined with a drone would be phenomenal. Now, of course, is the camera going to be tied to the Sony system, as we said before? Now, if it is, that means you've got to buy the camera and the lenses on top. So you're looking at, again, that's probably another £2,000. So between £5,000 and £6,000 to get set up. Man, you've got to be working a lot of projects to get that money back. That's all I can say. It seems like it's up there. Okay guys, so that was a very, very quick look at the Airpeak from Sony. As I find out more information, I will, of course, deliver it. But for now, guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you on the next video. Peace.